Have you ever wondered what would happen if your worst nightmares came to life? Welcome to the quiet town of Ravens Hollow, a place where the nights are usually filled with hushed whispers and rustling leaves. But one morning, an unsettling phenomenon occurred. The townsfolk awoke to find an old, dilapidated carnival standing at the outskirts of town. Its flickering lights and haunting melodies echoed through the stillness, beckoning the locals to uncover the mysteries within. Curiosity mingled with nostalgia as the townspeople, drawn by an irresistible force, approached the eerie carnival. Torn and weathered banners proudly displayed the name Whispering Shadows Carnival. The air was thick with a sense of foreboding, yet an unspoken curiosity overpowered any hesitations. As the first brave souls crossed the threshold, they found themselves transported to a bygone era of twisted laughter and unsettling merriment. The rides, once familiar, took on nightmarish forms as the carnival revealed its true nature. The Ferris wheel, a once joyous symbol of carefree amusement, now creaked menacingly. Its rusted spokes, twisted like gnarled fingers, cast long, distorted shadows that danced malevolently across the carnival grounds. Each groaning rotation of the wheel seemed to echo the whispered fears of those who dared to ride its haunted heights. Then there was the Tunnel of Fears, a deceptive ride that warped perceptions. It was no longer a simple, darkened tunnel, but a conduit to your deepest fears. Each individual who entered emerged with wide, terrified eyes, their faces ashen. They had seen their nightmares come to life, taunting them, prodding at their sanity. The ride played a cruel game, turning personal horrors into tangible realities, each more terrifying than the last. The House of Mirrors was another spectacle of terror. It was not vanity that was reflected in those polished surfaces, but grotesque distortions of the self. Faces elongated, features twisted, until the reflection staring back was a monstrous caricature, unrecognizable and horrifying. As the night wore on, the once joyful carnival tunes morphed into dissonant melodies. Each note seemed to resonate with the growing unease of the trapped visitors, creating a symphony of dread that echoed through the desolate grounds. An attempt to escape this nightmarish spectacle only led to more confusion. The layout of the carnival seemed to change and shift with each passing moment, trapping the bewildered townsfolk in an endless loop of horror. What was once the exit now led to another terrifying ride, and then another. The once inviting entrance was now nowhere to be found. The carnival was a living, breathing entity of fear, its pulsating heart beating in rhythm with the mounting terror of its captive audience. Each attempt to escape led only to a deeper descent into the carnival's nightmarish abyss. Despair crept in like a chilling wind as the realization dawned. The Whispering Shadows. Carnival was not a place of amusement, but a realm of nightmares come to life. In the heart of the carnival, a shadowy figure emerged, the ringmaster of the Whispering Shadows. His presence was like a cold wind, chilling the air and making the carnival lights flicker in unsettling patterns. His form was cloaked in darkness, yet his eyes glowed with an eerie, hypnotic light. He was the puppeteer in this nightmarish theater, the conductor of this symphony of screams. His gaze was malevolent, a twisted mirror reflecting back the fears of those who dared to meet his eyes. Each look was a silent curse, a promise of despair. His grin stretched wide, too wide, a chilling caricature of joy that held a sinister promise. As he presided over the carnival, his laughter echoed through the air, a haunting melody that danced with the wind. The ringmaster's reign was one of terror, his kingdom a theater of the macabre. His subjects, trapped in their own nightmares, were mere playthings in his twisted game. Those who glimpsed his malevolent gaze felt their souls shudder with a profound darkness. As the first light of dawn broke, the carnival vanished as mysteriously as it had arrived, leaving behind a traumatized town. Disbelief hung heavy in the air of Ravens Hollow, the silence punctuated only by the echoes of the night's terror. The townsfolk, now free of the carnival's grasp, found their relief tainted by the lingering presence of the Whispering Shadows Carnival. The once familiar town square now felt alien, the echoes of distorted laughter and haunting melodies still reverberating through its empty streets. The townspeople, their faces pale and eyes hollow, moved through their days in a daze, their laughter replaced by hushed whispers of the nightmarish ordeal. Every creak of a door, every flicker of a light, every whisper of the wind carried with it a chilling reminder of the carnival's menacing grip. The town was free, yet it was still held captive by the memories of that fateful night. The memory of Whispering Shadows Carnival lingered in the collective nightmares of Raven's Hollow, a reminder that some nightmares are not confined to the recesses of sleep, but can manifest in the most unexpected places, even in the heart of a small, unsuspecting town.